Some of you guys might know me from a Jubilee shoot that I did. It was Jubilee Middleground, fit versus fat women. Basically, they just had us come up and they would say a statement. We would either agree or disagree with the statement, debate, and discuss the topic. I did this when I was not as swole as I am now. I would actually say like I was like just getting into like my fitness journey when I recorded this. I definitely was not as confident in like what I have to say. All right. So now I'm going to show you guys what I honestly think and how I really feel about these prompts now. This video is in no way associated with Jubilee. These are 100% my own thoughts and opinions. So if you have never seen this, you are in for a treat. I did not know any of the prompts. I did not know any of the other girls going into this, right? So everything was just kind of like on the spot. I'm usually pretty good on the fly. This was my very first time doing anything like this, so I was very, very nervous. And, you know, I tried to like think of politically correct answers on the fly. So yeah, I'm just gonna shut the fuck up and let's get into it. Okay, first of all, can we talk about how mean they made me look in this cover? You're joking, right? Like, what? They made me look so fucking mean here. I swear to God, I am hella nice, okay? But they happened to just clip this part where I'm literally like, and I probably was just like zoning out or something. I swear I was not even looking at anybody like that. I'm fucking smiling the whole time. And the one time that I have my RBF on, they decide to use that for the thumbnail, which is fucking crazy. But anyways, honestly, I have not seen it. It has been 10 months. Okay, so it's been a little bit of time. I have not seen this since it came out. So okay, I'm gonna just shut the fuck up. Let's get into it.
So you're obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese,
Okay.
but it's like medically,
So
you know.
So like for
So
example,
you're medically obese. Okay, starting off strong, because what the fuck was I even saying there? It was like, no, you're not obese, but like medically. You could tell that I was extremely nervous for this, okay? Yeah. Yes.
I've been medically obese since I was like 12 and I was not obese.
It's your girl! Okay. I was very lean here. I was very, very lean. I think I was around like 127, but I did not do... I feel like if I were to redo it, I probably wouldn't have gotten so skinny. Damn, my biceps were actually like pretty poppin'. This shoot was 4 hours long, and I was in this sports bra and these shorts, and I was literally flexing my abs for the whole 4 hours because I was scared that I didn't want like the pudge to sit over on camera. So even when I was sitting on the stool, I was literally sitting, and I was literally like flexing my abs as hard as I could and like sitting like this and just like trying to like participate in like conversation. Swolie.
Our first prompt is, your physique is in your control. Will the agreeers please step forward?
I look like I'm sitting like so posh for no reason. I'm sitting there like flexing my abs as hard as I can. Oh my gosh. And it was like hot in there. Like the lights were just beating down and I was nervous to say the least. But yes, your physique is 100% in your control. We consciously make decisions every single day to like make healthy choices. It's not like anybody else is going to work out for you. It's not like anybody is like going to eat or force feeding you. It's 100% like what you put into your body and what you do with your body that creates your physique. So yes, of course. Like, dude, like it was crazy because some of these, why am I getting so excited? I feel like some of the prompts, especially like some of the ones that are about to come up, I know that they were like geared towards debate. Like they wanted us to like discuss and debate these questions. But some of them were just so obvious that it was like incredible to me. It was like mind blowing to me that like people were even debating this. Like there was even an other side to this.
Your favorite classic fleece, the All-Star.
Sorry.
It comfort.
Why were you hesitating?
Because, you know, there's a lot of different illnesses around. So I have family members that have like thyroids and they can't gain weight or they can't lose weight. But I think that they can manage to stay at a place that's going to be healthy for them. To me, Personally, I do feel like I can be at a better place. I'm working on it, and that's my goal. So.
Yeah, I agree with you 100%. I think that definitely people have ailments, there's different diseases and all that, but I think at the end of the day, what you can do, the best physical peak for your personal body is in your hands. You may not look like someone you want to look like, your ideal situation, but you can optimize your body to
Just counting calories. I didn't have to work out as hard. I did the treadmill. I went at an incline and I just walked the whole time, watching a movie and just walked. I just made healthier choices and I've been mindful about what I put inside my body.
Like, you put in that effort, right? You made those conscious decisions to walk on the treadmill, count your calories. You were super exact with everything, and that's how both of you guys were able to lose so much weight, right? So your physique is 100% in your control. It's just that nobody wants to put the effort in. Wow, that was a really douchey answer. Now that I'm like rewatching this, that was a very like bitchy answer. That last part was so unnecessary. I stand on what I said. Your physique is 100% in your control. Of course it is. Wow, how is that even a fucking question? Is your physique in your control? AKA, is your body in your control? Okay, a disclaimer. I'm talking about like people just everyday, the average civilian. Okay, I'm not talking about somebody with some like crazy ailment or some kind of like autoimmune disease. Okay, none of that. Okay, I'm not talking about any of that. I'm talking about just your average Joe. Just your average civilian in everyday life. If we sat here and discussed every single one of the little if, ands, and buts, then of course there would be a million reasons as to why your physique wouldn't be in your control. I really, really wish that I could redo this. Like, if we could bring back the same exact girls that we had for this and did like a follow-up, I think that would be really dope. We should petition for one. But yeah.
Just so we can invite the disagreeers, that's a great point to bring in our disagreeers. Whoever wants to pick up where we just left off.
So, while of course there are aspects that I think you can control about your physique, I think there are more things that are out of your control. Like, it is so much more expensive to eat healthy than it is to eat like crap. But
She said it is way more expensive to eat healthy.
I go to the grocery store and I just want to buy a bunch of frozen meals. That's going to be so much cheaper than me going and buying fresh produce and fresh fruit and everything.
I disagree.
I disagree too.
I also have to disagree with that statement. Sometimes those frozen foods can get kind of expensive. Have you ever bought one of like those Red Baron pizzas? Like the big one? That shit's like $8. And I eat that whole thing in one sitting. Also, I feel like sometimes like those frozen foods, the one serving just doesn't hit. The preservatives that they put inside frozen foods obviously is not good for you. And I feel like using frozen foods it is kind of like a cop-out.
in the short-term mindset, it is cheaper. You go to a fast food restaurant, they have like $1 menu. I think they've even increased the dollar menu now. So, which is crazy. Yeah, $2 menu. So that's valid, I think, but I think it's killing us in the long term. Like, it's like that short dopamine effect, the dopamine where you're like, oh, I just need something right now. I think that's the issue.
This girl, Alyssa, shout out to her because her fitness transformation, like from when we did this shoot to now, is like incredible. Like, she got in great shape. So shout out to Fitless.
Mina,
I enjoy cooking, but it's a lot of work sometimes.
If you really enjoy cooking, does it feel like a lot of work every single time? Like, if you really liked cooking that much, wouldn't you like find the time to do things that you enjoy?
And then also privilege when it comes to like your mental health. When you are depressed, when you're struggling to even like get through the day, it can be really hard to have that motivation to eat well, to move your body and stuff. So for then when people are like, oh, well, why aren't you working out? It's like, dude, I can barely even get out of bed. So like, please stop.
Like, from what you were saying right there, she's trying to use like mental illnesses, like mental health, as kind of like a cop-out almost. Like, for me, it's fitness and health played a very, very big part into my life in improving my mental health. Feels like another cop-out. They look at depression as like a disability. I could have one arm and always use that excuse as to why I can't do certain things. But if I always excuse the fact that I only have one arm as an excuse not to be healthy, that's not right either, you know? There is a one championship fighter named Jake Peacock, and he is fucking killing it in Muay Thai in one championship. So, like, after seeing that, nobody has any excuses. He is actually one of my, like, favorite fighters. I love watching him fight. Nobody has any excuse to not take care of themselves. That is, like, the most basic, essential human thing that we need to do is just simply take care of our bodies.
It is not 100% in your control. To say it's like black and white, you can change it or you can't, is just crazy. It's just so nuanced. I really like appreciated you bringing up the food access that you have, the knowledge access, your socioeconomic status.
A lot of things are not in your control, but you can always make a choice to be healthy or not.
Access and the free time to do this. I'm sure so many other people would love to do that, but people are struggling. They need to pay their rent. They can't just allot that time. They need to prioritize. And I think that's ultimately what is really sad.
Yeah.
I have to disagree on that because if you really wanted to, you would. Being healthy is as simple as making like a conscious like eating decision, or despite working like a graveyard shift, you still make it to the gym, do something small at least in the morning. Like those are the decisions that build your physique. These are like the decisive choices that we make in our life in which our physique is in our control. This is like kind of re-triggering me. I'm a very different girl right now than that girl sitting on the stool. Like mentally, physically, just like where I am and like the head on my shoulders is very, very different. It really just boils down to if you want it bad enough, you will get it. No one is stopping you except for yourself. So if you want something, go and get it.
I'm sorry, I disagree. Like, there's some of us who are on the fit side that don't have that privileges. I wake up at 4 a.m., have a full-time job. I get it done. At the end of the day, it doesn't matter. I want to be the highest version of myself, the most evolved version, and she had to show up.
But your life allows it.
Yeah. No, I make my life allow it.
I could not have said that part better myself. She says, I make my life allow it. No matter what your schedule is, no matter what your socioeconomic status is, if you really want to get in shape, you can. You could be dirt poor. You can't even afford a gym membership. Go outside. Go to the park. Go hit your push-ups. Hit your set at the park. The park is free. But nobody is that busy. If you say that you have no time to work out, or you are too poor to afford any equipment, or you can't afford a gym membership, look up calisthenics.
It's hard for both, but it can be done, is my point.
Yeah. Me just throwing in my, yeah. You are in control of your own schedule. You are in control of what you do with your own time. And there are certain things that you have to do that are necessary, like we have to go to work. But overall, you're an adult making decisions for yourself.
I believe it can be done. I believe it can be done, but I think empathy and compassion for the different circumstances that...
The empathy and compassion for the other circumstances. But at the end of the day, I was not the one who force-fed you or told or prevented you from going to the gym. Why should I have any sympathy for anybody who fucks up their own body? That part is fucking crazy to me. Like, why, like, what, like, why would I show sympathy for somebody who is just dealing with the consequences of their own actions?
There is a spectrum for your body. Our height isn't under our control, our fat distribution, our bone density, our muscle density, our metabolism.
Yes.
These are all things that make up who we are. But in that spectrum of health, absolutely, we can change who we are with what we...
I feel like that's just common sense. Like, obviously, we have limitations to our physique, right? Like, I cannot get swole like a black woman can. Her genetic makeup is different. I cannot achieve that same level of swole. I could. It would take me a lot more work. people need to understand that, like, not everybody gains and loses weight the exact same way. Like, we are not fucking carbon copies of each other. I don't know. I feel like we're just stating a lot of the obvious in this, and it's just like, did this? Okay. Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits. If I were to answer that for you guys right now, I think so. I think okay. Woo! I'm about to get real excited with this. Body positivity can promote unhealthy habits because nowadays, like, the internet is free, right? Everybody has access to the internet, including plus size people. Like, their entire personality is about being plus sized. Why are we, like, glorifying this? Like, parading yourself on the internet as a plus size person and then making all your content, like, geared towards, like, being plus size is, like, very crazy to me. And, like, just imagine being, like, an impressionable young kid who's kind of on the heftier side looking at these content creators. This hefty kid is probably gonna be like, you know what? It's okay for me to stay this size forever because I have somebody checking the Disneyland rides to see if I can fit in them or not. What the fuck? And the problem never fixes itself, right? Because we are glorifying plus size. I need to turn this fan up because I'm sweating now. Really, like, glorifying plus size people on the internet. Like, even like the whole like Lizzo era. She was coming on saying body positivity this, body positivity that. Like, I'm fat and I don't give a fuck. And, like, obviously, like, impressionable young dumb kids are gonna, like, look up to her and be like, you know what? She's big, but that's okay because she's on TV and she's even bigger than I am. And they're gonna slowly start to think and, like, start to push the boundaries and, like, feel like it's acceptable.
I don't look like how I looked when I was 20. So body positivity is encouraging yourself to accept you're going to transform eventually when you're 40, when you're 50.
She's saying that body positivity is accepting the fact that you are going to transform eventually when you're 40, when you're 50. Why wouldn't you want to transform your body now? Now, at the age, whatever age you are, now. Transform it now. Women come in all shapes and sizes, right? And every woman is beautiful. And I think that you should... That was the most, like... Okay, never mind. Continue. Really be confident in your body and the way that you look, you know, wake up feeling your best. But I feel like especially on social media and in society today, this body positivity movement, I've seen like multiple times where there's like obese women promoting body positivity. And it's like, I wouldn't want like my
What's
kids...
obese for you?
Like an unhealthy lifestyle.
No, but appearance-wise, what's obese for you?
Obese, like a
for
medically
me,
obese.
if you see me, you consider me obese?
I wouldn't say that you're obese,
Okay.
but it's like medic. And that was the fucking clip that they decided to use for the fucking everything on social media. If I were to go back and redo this, obviously she put me on the spot. She was like, if you look at me, am I obese? If I were to go back, I would look at her and straight up be like, yes. I'm pretty sure that we can go to a doctor, like, right now, do, like, a weight test. I'm pretty confident that, like, this doctor would say that you are either overweight or obese. Like I said, I was extremely nervous. Did you hear me ramble like that? That was so embarrassing. Ew. And that gave me the ick so bad. But, yeah, like, what the fuck are we even talking about here?
So, like, for example...
you're medically obese, though?
Yes. I've been medically obese since I was, like, 12, and I was not obese.
Well,
I've been medically obese since I was 12, but I'm not obese.
When I was a size 14, I was considered obese. It's smaller than we think.
No, it's not. Seen a size 14 dress, it's pretty big.
Obese, but I think a person that can be considered obese will not be able to go on walks. They will lose their breath. For me...
Just because you can't go on a walk does not make you obese.
Because I am a person that I'm big, but like I said, I'm still able to go on hikes and I won't lose my breath. I can go on runs. I can exercise.
Just because you can, like, go on hikes and not lose your breath does not mean that you are not obese. Like, clearly, hello? Y'all see that little clip in the Cardi B trial? Hello? I feel like in the past, I've had a very, very bad habit of trying to sugarcoat everything for everybody. I mean, I guess it's like just me being like optimistic too, but I think I was just letting people slide with too much without telling them the truth. And in the end, like, not telling someone the truth is like actually hurting them. Like, I realized, especially like since I'm like so far into like the fitness world and stuff now, that you just need to be straight up with people. You just need to tell them the fucking truth. Otherwise, they will never change. I have been hearing people like around me like, man, like I see you working out, like, man, I gotta get into shape. If you really wanted to get into shape, you would have fucking already did it. Like, I'm so sick and tired of people coming up to me being like, oh man, I gotta get into shape. Like, I've heard you tell me 8 times already. Just fucking do it already.
The doctors, I'm obese because of the size and the stuff that I am for the doctors.
Yes.
For me, it is not the way that it works because an obese person, I've had friends who are skinnier than me. We go on walks and they're losing their breath.
So
for her, essentially, her gauge of if you are overweight or unhealthy is if you lose your breath going on walks. Let's be so fucking for real right now and continue watching this video.
Bad
But listen, he's not saying you're ill and you can't walk up that hill.
I've had doctors say that to me.
I have that.
I've had doctors
I'm
say that
obese
to
and
me.
I can still walk up that hill. And that's what's fabulous about it, right? It doesn't automatically mean you're ill, but also down the road, absolutely it's going to mean you're ill. You're lucky with your genetics currently. Down the road, it's not going to be the same
But
story.
this is the thing, you think they're genetics. But since I was really young, I'm active. I'm an active woman.
I never said you're not active.
No, I know. But I'm just...
I never noticed Bree's face in here, but she's just so over it.
Doctors and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because I have had doctors tell me that.
Tell you what?
That I'm obese and that I cannot exercise. That why am I not exercising? Why am I not doing the effort? There's doctors that have bad diagnosed me.
It's not me, guys. The doctor doesn't know what they're talking about. Continuing. This is also genuinely pissing me off right now.
So I didn't step forward because I really hate the toxicity that has come from people being like, oh, body positivity promotes obesity and blah, blah, blah. Body positivity to me is just loving your body, accepting your body how it is, and not hating yourself. Like, you shouldn't have to wake up every day because you're 400 pounds.
If I woke up every single day and I was 400 pounds, I would absolutely hate myself. This shit pissing me off right now.
That to me is what body positivity is about. And it's also about equality in how people are treated. Like, for example, Lizzo gets called out so much on like, oh my God, she's out there with her ass and stuff.
There is nothing wrong with putting your ass out on the internet. Okay, that's not why we don't like Lizzo. We don't like Lizzo for the fact that she was saying like, oh, I'm fat and fat is beautiful. Like, she was saying shit like that. We love the BBB.
God, I love Chapel Roan. Was at Gumball and came out as Statue of Liberty and had her ass out. Did not see a single person online.
Again, the ass cheeks is not the problem. It's the weight. I feel my blood pressure rising.
I have taken a weight loss drug.
This one was kind of like, I didn't really have too much to say on this one. Okay, before I did this video shoot, I honestly had no idea what Ozempic was. I learned what Ozempic was on this show. It was funny because like in the back I was just kind of like, oh, like, what's Ozempic? And they're like, oh, it's like a weight loss drug. One of the big girls, who will not be named, was like, you don't know what Ozempic is? And I was like, my bad. Not in my fucking field house. It's not something that I would ever even consider. I think I say something really bitchy in this one too. Let's go.
Like, for me, I have learned over the years that I would prefer to be fat and happy than thin and miserable.
I would rather be thin and miserable. Circling back to the topic about taking a weight loss drug. Hell no, I would never take a weight loss drug. I worked really hard for my body, and I'm like a very big believer in that phrase. Like, if you wanted to, you could. Wouldn't you be so 10 months ago, I was still spitting bars, okay? Y'all cannot tell me that I swerved from the original path because I still stand on that. If you really wanted to, you would. Standing on business. 10 months later. How about that for some consistency?
I'd be so much happier if you lost the weight and you look back on it and it was like, yeah, like I did that.
Exactly.
You know, like that was 100% all me. I didn't need no help. I didn't need no cheat codes. Like this was the work that I put in and I got the results that I wanted.
And that was the
It's that simple, people. Put in the work, get results. It's that simple. We don't need to be like all overcomplicating this shit, okay? Put in the work, lose the weight. Eat less calories, lose the weight. Eat more calories, gain more weight. I did not realize like how crazy this video was. Coming back to this like with like a very, very different mindset. This is so crazy to me. Like rewatching this is fucking insane to me.
it's a lifestyle change ultimately. These are tools that you can utilize, but if you are not changing your lifestyle to go with it, then what will happen for you?
Right.
And so
If you take Ozempic, but you are still eating 24 McChickens a day, you are not going to lose weight, okay? And here we are at I would say the most viral question. Some of you might know what comes after this part. Some of you might not. Yeah,
Will the agreeers please step forward?
I would definitely agree. Fit women are more attractive than like plus size women, only because
There was no fucking explanation for this, dog. There was really no, like, okay.
having this body, it shows that I can commit to something, right? And it shows that I'm hardworking. So I feel like men looking at my body can see, oh, okay, she's dedicated. She put in the work, and that could be an attractive quality that men see in me.
Okay. I pulled that answer so deep from my ass. That's a different girl right there versus the girl sitting right here. I was so scared to get canceled. I feel like since this time, cancel culture has lessened a lot. By a lot, right? And also it's just me being like more confident and all that. But the prompt was, fit women are more attractive than fat women. I am the only fucking person up here. What? Did y'all hear that question right? Let me lay down like a little situation for you. Say you just went through the most exhilarating heartbreak of your entire life. Took your heart and just fucking took it out. Smashed it onto the ground. Heel stomped it in with Tim's, okay? So your friends take you out to the bar. Like, you know, it's like your first time out, you're heartbroken. It's like you just want to have a nice conversation with the girl. On one side of the bar, there's just a normal looking girl, right? Like nothing crazy. She's not like super swole, not super skinny, just healthy, normal, just average civilian. And on this other side, we got somebody who's fucking 600 pounds. Who are you more likely to be attracted to? Actually, not even more likely. Who are you more attracted to? Normal looking woman, just a normal healthy woman, average civilian, or this 600-pound lady? That is what this prompt is asking. Are fit women more attractive than fat women? Is somebody who takes care of their body more attractive than somebody who doesn't? Like, the fact that I was the only person who stood up for this question is, like, it still blows my mind to this day. Like, this shit feels like a fucking fever dream. None of these girls fucking stood up and said that fit women are more attractive than fat women because they were, like, probably scared to get canceled. And to be honest, I was too. But there was no way that I was just gonna stand back because nobody else stood up. Like, that's how fucking ridiculous, like, this prompt was. Stood up for this question, but I was also scared to get canceled. So I had to, like, come up with, like, the runaround on as to, like, why. Which is so fucking crazy. Like, I really let, like, my own, like, selfish, like, desire to be liked on the internet really cloud me from saying what I wanted to say. So this is me coming on and saying it now. And it's like, obviously it was very hard to stand up because there was 4 fat girls standing right in front of us. But dude, like, this is just so obvious.
Bring in the disagreeers.
I feel like I'm gonna get flamed alive right now.
Relationship with women, they are fit, they are not fit, variety. And I can tell you that personality-wise, the skinniest ones and the most beautiful ones have had a personality that I cannot work with.
Can I say this? Is this mean? I think you not getting along with skinny, beautiful women is on you. If you can't handle dating someone hot, don't.
People that you like, that is like you, your personality has more beauty than the way that you look.
Your physical looks will disappear. My grandma, she used to be a very petite, tiny woman, grew up in the Philippines. My grandpa the same way. Now they're a little bigger, they're more comfortable 50 years later.
So she wants to start out by saying your looks will fade and disappear. Obviously, you're not going to look the same when you're 30 as when you're 60. But I'm in the best possible shape that I can be in at 60 years old. Like, say I'm 80. I'm going to try to be the best that my 80-year-old body can be in. It's not like you get old and just start letting yourself go. Hell no.
They're still in love. My grandpa always makes jokes. Like, when I remember growing up, like, this is Burger King and this is McDonald's. I'm the king and I'm loving it. And I'm like, like, you can appreciate a woman through all the changes, like,
exactly.
And that's why I love, like, you can.
It's not that being fat makes you, like, unworthy of love. That wasn't the fucking question. We're talking about if fit women are more attractive than fat women. We're talking about, like, if your grandma was super fit, is she more attractive than if she was super fat?
Once I get skinny, like, my boyfriend can still love me, but maybe he loves me more because I am personally.
She, like, right there, that little phrase that she says, she's like, oh, like, my boyfriend will still love me when I'm skinny, but maybe he likes me more now because just of how I am personally. Are we pulling the personality card here? Because, yes, of course, personality matters the most, obviously, when you're picking a partner. Obviously, we want to date someone nice. No shit, Sherlock. How can you see someone's personality? Looks is what attracts you, but personality is what keeps you in a relationship. You have to have that physical aspect first. People are assholes. People are gonna straight up judge you based on 100% the way that you look. There's, like, studies that they do where they even say, like we are more inclined to trust attractive people just as human beings. Like, what does that have to say about, like, how we judge each other physically? When I meet somebody for the very first time, when I meet a stranger, just straight up looking at them, just being like, oh, you know what? You look like a really nice guy. What the fuck? Nobody fucking does that. You can't tell someone's personality just based on, like, the first time that you meet them, right? You're gonna initially judge them on how they look.
To be like, oh, it's always going to be the fit woman is more attractive than the plus size one. I just don't think that's true. Like,
presentation is half the platter. You could make me the most fire dish, but if it looks like a big steaming pile of shit, I'm probably not gonna eat it. There's beautiful fit women, and there's butterfaces. There's also very beautiful fat women and very ugly fat women. But at the end of the day, when someone asks you, is this fit person more attractive than this fat person? Like, what are you gonna say? This is a very, very surface level question. It's straight up asking about your physical appearance. Are fit women more attractive than fat women? Okay. I'm getting really angry over this. I did not intend for that to happen. I didn't mean to get so worked up. I would love to redo this one with the same people. I think that would be very, very fun, and I don't think that I would give a single flying fuck. Beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is always subjective. There probably are men out there who find a chubbier woman more attractive than, like, a muscle mommy. Okay? And that's fair. Like, I get that. We're just talking about, like, in general. Just in general terms.
Men being attracted to you more just because you're fit. I think that that's basing your worth on a man. And I'm married. As a married woman saying that, I just don't understand what that has to do with the principle of just physical attractiveness. It has nothing to do with if someone else deems you as attractive.
I honestly had no idea what she was kind of rambling about. I was like, in my head, I was just still so shocked that nobody else fucking stood up with me. After this question, I definitely zoned out. And it was just because if you did not stand up and agree with me on this question, I'm sorry, but I cannot take anything that you say in terms of health and fitness seriously. This question just really showed and like kind of like was like a very like clear indication and like a very like a distinction that they are not thinking the same that I am. They are not on my level of fitness.
I was debating actually stepping forward because of just what society has taught me my whole life is like, that is more beautiful, that is more beautiful, that is more beautiful. Like, 1920. I was like, oh, the reason I'm not in a relationship is because I'm fat.
Yeah, probably.
I need to lose weight and then I'll become in a relationship. Then someone will love me.
Are you still single?
Attractiveness is subjective. I think when it comes to society 100% says skinnier is better.
But the question was not, are skinny women more attractive than fat women? The question was, are fit women more attractive than fat women? Fit. Okay, like I will say this though. If you are, nope, I'm not gonna say it's too mean.
It's okay for models to set a high standard for body image.
As soon as they asked this question, again, I zoned out. I completely disassociated after that the fit versus fat women. Is it okay for models to set a high standard for body image? Yeah, what the fuck? They're not just models just because they're normal people. They're models because they fucking look good. Supercars are the top of the line for a reason. So supermodels have the same car bars. Exactly. They do the most to supercars so that people look up to it and they want to replicate it. I feel like you can't take what you see like on the internet too seriously. Rather than trying to blame everybody for using Photoshop and editing and AIing everything, rather than trying to blame the internet for that, how about we just don't fall for their tricks? How about you as the individual just get smarter and realize that not everything that you see on the internet is true? I don't think I say anything at all in this one. Okay, and then obviously with this question, they wanted to end on a good note. Everybody says a little something about, yes, you should be fit enough to protect yourself. And yeah, there was that. This part right here, like the end was all like the oversharing and stuff. If I were to go back in time and redo this, I would have loved to, first of all, start out the entire conversation with asking everybody, what is your definition of fit? Like as obvious as the answer to that sounds, it's actually not 100% black and white because people believe the term fit to be very, very different things. To me, somebody that is fit is a fucking professional fighter. Whoever casted this specific like Jubilee video, I think kind of misunderstood the point of fit. You have no idea how hard I worked to get my body right for this shoot because I was so scared that I was gonna look fat on camera. I was also scared that the other girls that were gonna be on this show were gonna be muscle mommies. And I thought I was gonna be the smallest one. See, like, that's where like the definition of fit got like so jumbled up, right? Because my definition of fit is you're swole. That's my definition of fit. To whoever the fuck casted this Jubilee video, I guess in their definition of fit, if you lost weight, you are fit. Like for this lady in the red, I mean, I would obviously have to see like her abilities, but based on like how she was answering the things on this video, I don't think she belonged in the fit women category. She lost a ton of weight, but just because you lose 100 pounds doesn't magically make you fit. Shut up and hit your set. So there's another thing. If you are 300 pounds, what if it's 300 pounds of muscle? UFC heavyweights. And they might look kind of chunky, but have you seen what they could do? They are extremely nimble. They are extremely fit. I would consider them fit, even though just like looking at them, like just based off of sole appearance, they might not look fit, but their abilities is what makes you fit. That's why, like, for me, I really think that, like, fitness should be measured not in terms of your shape, but in terms of your ability. Really thinking back on it, that shit was fucking dumb as hell. Some of the fucking questions that they asked us were just so ridiculous, dude. Like, obviously they wanted to ask, like, controversial questions and, like, have us, like, it was very difficult because, like, we were all put on the spot like that too. I have never done anything like that before. It was really fun, I would say. Even just looking back on it, I think was, oh, damn. Why didn't I talk more? I should have talked more in there. I really would absolutely love the opportunity to come back with the same cast. But yeah, that shit was hella, that was fun. Thank you guys for joining me on that extremely infuriating journey. I definitely want to react to more of the fit versus fat, or just kind of like the controversial ones. Make sure to stay up to date with me on all my other socials. Join the Discord for all the latest updates and just to chit chat. Thank you guys for tuning in, and I will see you dumbasses later. Stay swole, dumbass.